Hi, my name is Jesty and welcome to another episode of Jestycraft. I'm currently here standing on top of our forestry lookout or fox lookout that we built last episode. This episode is going to be a little different. In between episodes, I did a lot of builds, but they were only like little small builds, like builds that I never really planned on putting into their own like individual episodes, like maybe like adding to some other bigger build that I was gonna do, things that just kind of came along the way. Like I didn't really plan for them to happen, but I was just doing a lot of like modifications on a lot of the builds that I've done in the past, and like these things just kind of happened. So in today's episode, we're gonna kind of go over some of those, and we're also gonna finish one of the ones that I'm most excited about, which you already know what it is because of the title of this video. But with that said, I'm just gonna hurry up and get started. Let me press F1. So first off, I want to come down here for the fox lookout or forestry lookout. I turned this into a lake down here because the land was kind of like a bowl there. So I just filled it with water, and I might modify the shape later, but this is just how it naturally was, and I just filled it in with water. But yeah, I thought it was kind of cool to have like a lake here, since there's a section in the Long Dark, which this is modeled after, called Mystery Lake. So I kind of added that. But let me just fly on down, land on the path, and this is where one of the builds happened. So what I initially wanted to do, since I built the Long Dark, the forestry tower from the Long Dark, I wanted to go, well, the forestry lookout, I wanted to build a little campsite. So I came back here and I was just building a little campsite, and I started with this tent here, and this was going to be a tent for myself. And I couldn't decide which color I wanted, so I was trying cyan and blue, and then I was like, wait, this kind of looks like a zombie color. So I was like, hey, what if I made it like a zombie tent? So I have a green, I think that's terracotta, that I used to make the zombie head, and their cyan shirt, their blue jeans, and then they have like the little gray boots that they wear. But as you can see, I put my zombie skull there. What I'm planning to do, again, this just kind of came out of nowhere, that kind of struck my imagination. I was like, hey, what if I made this a mob campsite? So I have a skeleton tent here, and I have a creeper tent. So these are like the original mobs of Minecraft. And what I'm going to do is, when I get all of their skulls, I have a zombie one. You get those by getting a supercharged creeper to blow up that mob. So you saw me do that. I want to say that was in the episode when I very first started building the horse stable. I plan on putting a regular zombie in here, regular skeleton, regular creeper. I know there are variations of all of those. I'm going to probably incorporate them into my world some other kind of way. So if you don't recall, I'm planning to make Jestycraft sort of like a museum of sorts. So I'm gonna have one of every mob. So we'll have a zombie, skeleton, creeper. The spider is over there, and the only reason the spider isn't included in this campsite is because you can't get a spider head in survival. I'm in survival, if you don't know. I think you can only get that in creative. If that, I don't even know. It might not even exist in the game. But what I'm planning to do is I'm going to put my spider right over here in this cave. Yes, it's going to be a regular spider, not a cave spider, even though I'm putting it in kind of like a cave. But I'll put the cave spider somewhere else in my world. But yeah, these will just be like the basic mobs of Minecraft, and I really like this idea. So yeah, when I get my creeper to kind of get in here, I will definitely remove the TNT first, because that would be a huge disaster if it blew up. But yeah, I'll get a creeper trapped in there. That shouldn't be too hard to do, I don't think. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it locked until I get all of the skulls, and then I'll probably do that in the episode so you guys can see me get the mobs in there. But yeah, this will be our hostile mob campsite. I have like a little seating area here with a campfire, and this is supposed to be like a cooler. So I have like a red shulker box with some snow on the top. The snow doesn't move when the box opens and closes, but whatever. But yeah, it looks like a little cooler. Okay, so that's this section here. So next up, I want to go home because I want to show you guys. Oh, by the way, that's the staircase to get up to the forestry lookout. I want to show you guys one of the other things that I'm pretty excited about for this episode, which is I'm going to let you guys vote on what build I do in the next few episodes. You guys can vote on the order of them. So this is what I'm planning to do. So this is what I just showed you here, the forestry lookout, and here's the little mob campsite. You can see like the creeper face. I put like the little skeleton ribs, and this is basically that zombie tent. But yeah, so option number one up here, this is where I'm planning to put my llama sanctuary. So right now the llamas are in the barn, but I told you guys that was temporary because they don't belong with these 4 basic farm animals of Minecraft. So I'm planning to put them up here, and the reason for that, this is like a part of the mesa. So it's surrounded by sand, and then there's a little bit of a mesa in the middle. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn all the sand into grass, because that'll make it look like the savanna biome. And then also where the mesa stuff is, I'm going to put regular sand, or I could fill in with water, I don't know. But I'm going to turn this to make it look like a savanna, and that's where we're going to put our llama sanctuary. Somewhere in this area is where I'm going to do our beekeeping area, but I'm not in 1.15 yet. But yeah, at some point I'm going to build a beekeeping area over here. Okay, so that's option 1. So if you want to see me do the llama sanctuary, vote option 1. Option 2, the mystery building. So I'm doing this a little bit differently. I'm showing you guys the shape that it's going to be in. It's the Deathly Hallow symbol, but it's going to be a triangular shaped building, and the difference is I'm not going to tell you what it is. So yeah, this is the building that I'm going to build entirely out of quartz. I mentioned that a couple episodes ago, I think, that I wanted to do a build entirely out of quartz. That's what this is going to be, and I think this triangle shape is going to serve very well for what I want that build to be. So you can leave your guesses if you want to, but I'm not going to tell you what it is until that episode, but you will see what the shape is. It's obviously going to be the Deathly Hallow shape. So yeah, that's vote option 2. So if you want to see the mystery building next episode, option 2. Option 3, this island here, I'm converting this into our ice biome. So I'm going to turn this island into pretty much every ice biome that exists. I'm going to include ice spikes, ice plains, cold taigas, icebergs, frozen rivers, all that stuff. I'm going to incorporate into this. And I'm also planning to relocate Popo to over there as well. So yeah, that'll be this. So option 3. So if you want to see me do that next episode, vote option 3. Oh, you can see the ship that I built in the Squidward. We'll get to that in a little bit. The sun is actually going down. I haven't done anything yet. Let me hurry up. Let me go downstairs. Let me eat a little bit. Here we go. And I guess let's go to the Squidward now. That way I can just get that out of the way. And also I can show you guys the ship that I built. So last episode I mentioned that I wanted to build a sunken ship here, and I tried to do it, but I didn't have as much area as I thought I did in the water down there. So I decided just to make a actual ship, and I turned it into like a pirate ship. So let me just kind of come on in here. So here we go. It's right over here to the left, and yeah, I added some sails. It's basically a replicated model of the sunken ships that you find in the game. I just found one in my world, and then I just kind of copied it and like rebuilt it right here. So I did make some modifications. I added some sails, I added a little crow's nest, and there's some other little minor details like these little hatches, these trapdoors that I put on the little openings, or the portholes, or is that what they're called? I don't know. But yeah, oh, also you can hear my drowned. I finally got a trident drowned in here. I named him Poseidon. I told you guys that I was going to do that at some point. But yeah, he's in here. I'm holding his trident. You can't really see it. He's not very active during the day, but when it turns night, which is almost going to do, he really starts moving around. Oh, maybe it's night now because he's starting to walk around. Oh, yep, it must be night. So you know what? Let me go ahead and sleep because I don't want to have zombies starting to spawn. Oh, wait, it's not night. Or maybe it's so close to night that now he's going to start moving. I don't know. I just know he's only active when it's kind of dark. Let me get my bed down here. Actually, no, I have a bed on the ship. So let's just go on to the ship. And this is also where I'm keeping all of my like ocean update stuff or aquatic update items. Let me just come on in here, close that trap door, and we enter into the captain's quarters. Today's subscriber that I'm adding is Bonnie. Bonnie is another one of my longtime subscribers. She's been subscribed for well over 2 years. But let me hurry up and sleep. Yep, the stars are out. Let me come down here. This is where I have my little bed. So there we go. We're gonna sleep, and then we'll introduce Bonnie into the Squidward. This little chest here, this is where I keep all of my ocean update stuff. Then over here is where I keep all of my fish for future subscribers. So let me just come on up here, close that, and now I added this little plank here. This is kind of like you guys walk the plank. So I'm gonna add Bonnie. By the way, Bonnie is a cob that's purple and blue because Bonnie's YouTube little thumbnail avatar thingy is a purple cat. So this was the fish that I felt was perfect. So welcome to the Squidward, Bonnie. Enjoy your stay. This is so much fun, and it's so like easier to like add them. I just have to put the water there and they just kind of float on down. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this bucket back down here, I guess, for now. I'll deal with that later. Okay, let's actually get to building because I have not started doing that yet. Okay, I'm here at the site of our next build. As you can see, some squid just spawned. I waited for squid to spawn here, and you can see it is functioning properly. So I want to explain how this came to be. This is so cool. I was thinking about building some type of floating build. So I was like, maybe if I made like an inn ship of sorts somewhere in my world, I can kind of incorporate the inn. But I was like, I don't really want to do that. I want to do something more creative. I was like, what if I did a UFO? And I was like, wait, if I made a beam, I don't want to use solid blocks because it kind of grounds the build and then it doesn't really look like it's like flying or floating anymore. So I was like, what if I use the beacon, because that's not necessarily a solid block, but in order for a beacon to work, it has to go through like clear blocks or whatever. So it would go through the top of the spaceship unless I built the spaceship at the world height limit, which I wasn't gonna do. So it just kind of crossed my mind. I was like, hey, Guardians shoot kind of laser beam looking things. And then I was like, wait, would this work? If I put a Guardian in a water block in the air, would it shoot the beam? And it will, but only at me. But I was like, wait, I want it to kind of function without me being near. So unfortunately, that meant I had to put it above water where Squid could spawn, because Guardians only attack me, the player, and Squid. That's it. So I wanted the beam to be kind of going without me necessarily having to be there, or like, you know what I mean? Like you can see it functioning without it shooting me personally, like it's doing right now. The squid behind me. This is so cool. So I tested this contraption. I went to my nearest Guardian Sea Temple. It's near my world spawn. And I brought it all the way here. Fun fact, this river actually connects all the way to the ocean at my world spawn. There were 4 tiny little places of land that I had to connect it, but aside from that, it goes all the way to my world spawn, which I did not know. So I brought the Guardian back over here, and I figured if this contraption didn't work, I could at least put it in that lake that I made at the forestry lookout. So I tested it out, and at first I made it too high. In order for this to work, the Guardian has to be in a water block no higher than 5 blocks above the water. So this one is at 5 blocks. I'm gonna build another one right over here at 4 blocks because I don't want them to be at the same height. I plan to build several of these because I want it to look like an alien invasion. So yeah, that's basically the concept, and it's really cool. This is like the most inefficient squid ink farm ever, probably. Let me get out of the way because he's gonna shoot me. I'm just gonna let that one go away because yeah, I don't have any armor on and he will attack me. That was the one bad thing. I'm not gonna make the mistake that I made the first time, which was building this, because again, I had to test the contraption first. I didn't know if it's gonna work, so I built this while the Guardian was in there after I found out that it will work. And he was attacking me the entire time I was like under here. It didn't kill me or anything like that, but it was just kind of annoying. So this one I'm gonna wait until I build it, and then we'll go ahead and drop the Guardian in. I have my rails and all the stuff that I used in here, but yeah, the one bad thing about it having to be so low, you can't really see it as well as I would like. So what I'm gonna have to do, yeah, see how kind of tucked in back here it looks, and then the other one's gonna be even lower. I'm gonna have to lower all of this land just because I want the effect to be kind of cool, and right now this land is too high and it kind of hides the build. It's kind of tucked out in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, let's just hurry up and get started with this. I have about half a day, so I already have all of my blocks here. I'm just gonna grab everything that I'm gonna need, which is basically all of this. Do I have enough space in my inventory? Yes, just enough. I don't need these ink stacks on me. Okay, so first off, we're gonna start with the dark prismarine slabs. I built this all out of slabs. I'm pretty sure there are some section of these that could be like full blocks, like you can already see some, but that's not how I did it. So I'm just gonna do it with slabs, and you guys can just kind of copy it if you want to. So first off, we need to do this kind of a pattern along here. We put one here and one on each of these sides, and we're gonna go ahead and repeat that all the way around. And yeah, I'm gonna skip forward to the next step, but yeah, you guys get the point. Okay, so once you've done that all the way around, next up you're gonna get your prismarine brick slabs and also some sea lanterns. I'm gonna have to place a piece of dirt up here, so let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so with these lanterns, you're gonna put one on each side of the dirt block, like so, and then across the front, 3 across, you're gonna do 3 prismarine bricks, and then 1 on the side of the lantern like this. And then you're gonna repeat that pattern all the way around once again 4 times. So here we go. Okay, so now once you've done all of that, at this point you want to go ahead and fill in this. This is a little weird because this is not how I actually built the spaceship, the first one. I started with the pixel art first, but yeah, I'm just kind of trying to redo what I did. So at this point, this is where I started the pixel art at the top of this block. So what you want to do is go out 4 blocks in each direction. I don't really need to do all of this right now. I'm gonna just show you one section and then we'll kind of skip forward. So I ran out of that. There we go. So on one of these, you're gonna go out 3 with the sandstone, the red sandstone. I'm gonna go out 3, and I'll do this section since the sun is going down. I'll do this quadrant, and then you guys can copy the rest of them. So yeah, you want to do that, and then from the bottom block of that, oops, I fell down because it's a half slab. From the bottom block of the sandstone, you're gonna go out 3 more this way, 2, 3, and you're gonna do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, and then come down to and in like this, and in this corner is where you're gonna go ahead and put the other guardian spike. So I'm just gonna put a piece of dirt there. Can I get this back, or will it fall in the water? Oh, I fell in the water. Perfect. Okay, let me hurry up and get back. I think I can glide from this tree. Yeah, okay. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, so at this point you want to go ahead and just fill in all of this. Again, when I did this, these sea lanterns weren't here. I added that later because I wanted to add in lights. But yeah, this is the section where we're gonna do our pixel art. So repeat that little thing 4 more times, or 3 more times, and then I'll get back to you when I get to that point. Okay, so at this point I essentially have the entire flat portion of the pixel art. So again, I thickened it up. So we're just gonna start with the eye. So right here in the center, we want to start with the eye. It's 5 by 3. So I'm gonna make a 5 by 3 little section here. I'm missing blocks. There we go. And I guess let me get my carpet down here, some red and white. So this one I have the eye facing to the right. So I'm gonna put this one facing to the left because it's uneven. So the eye is gonna go here. Well, the what is this? The pupil of the eye, and then we'll put the white around here like so. And now to make this symmetrical, I added more lighting up here, 3 across and 3 here. So now we have a perfectly symmetrical little shape up here, and I used these. So this section is where the eyebrow is gonna be. I used the, what is this? The regular prismarine slab because on the map, that looks like a cyan blue or darker cyan blue color. So I use the cyan carpet so it can match. Down here I use the light blue carpet because it needs to match this. It doesn't match exactly, but it's close enough to match. This fun fact, the dark prismarine and the regular prismarine brick show up lighter on the map than this one does. So I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. So yeah, this goes down here like so. We're gonna continue the eyebrow, which goes all the way to 1 block away, but this one needs to kind of go inside here. So I'm just gonna replace that like so, and I'm gonna do the same thing over here. So replace, okay, I'll have to grab that later. And that's the eyebrow, and essentially we want to put a 1 block border around this entire thing, but now we need to switch back to our prismarine bricks. So this kind of connects like so to here, and we're gonna go around here. Back here I need to be careful because I think right here is where I want to put in 2, okay, I missed that one, 2 prismarine slabs like so, because we're putting in the like scale pattern that's on the Guardian, and then the one over here goes like this. We remove both of these and do this, and the other one goes here. Yeah, okay. And then now we just need to continue around here, leaving a 1 block little border around. Okay, so that's all of that. And then last but not least, we need to add 2 more little places right here. I just broke a full block there, so that one needs to be a full block like so, and then this half. And now we're done. That's basically the thing. Oh wait, I need to put these orange carpets. The reason I did this, I built the first one and I thought the light was enough to keep things from spawning up there, but I noticed that a creeper spawned on one of the little edges of the tentacle. So I'm just gonna put carpets so that way they can't do that. And I'm pretty sure when they're on this part, it's close enough to these lights for nothing to be able to spawn. So yeah, and that's basically the build. So I'm gonna head to our world spawn and we're gonna go ahead and bring some more Guardians to this area. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm here at my world spawn. Do you guys remember this? Episode 1 of Jestycraft when I spawned right here? Yeah, I went home and put on some armor. This is not my good armor. This is armor that doesn't have thorns on it because I don't want the thorns to kill the Guardian that I'm bringing back. I don't have a helmet. The helmet that I had initially that didn't have thorns broke because the Guardian was attacking me and I wasn't paying attention, and these had mending. The helmet didn't have mending, so yeah, it broke. But yeah, okay, I'm just gonna head off this way. If you recall, we found this sea temple when I was looking for our very first woodland mansion. I was following the map and it just took us this way. So there's also some horses along the way. I forgot to mention that. There's an island that I used to call Horse Island that we passed a few times. I'm gonna get, I think there's 4 horses there that we don't have. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab them on my way back as well. I think this is Horse Island here. Can we see the horses? There they are. We'll get them on the way back. But let me just continue this way. The ocean monument is not much further. And you're gonna see I have a ton of boats over here already when I came and got the first one. Because that was the easiest way to get them in a boat. Just put a whole bunch of them out there and eventually one of them will swim close enough and get like trapped in the boat. Here we are. So where are my boats? Oh, there they are. Oh, wait, they just didn't load in. I was like, I'm pretty sure I put a bunch of boats over here. Okay, so let me go ahead and take off my elytra and put on this chest plate because we're about to get attacked real good right now. Oh, I'm already dying. Okay, can a Guardian come up here and get close enough to a boat, please? Oh gosh, yeah, I remember this from the first time. I kept swimming into this little hole right here. Actually, if I just break their beams by swimming around these little things, I should be good. Oh, but I'm drowning. Oh, perfect. Okay, let me get in this boat and let's, oops, I get back in. Why can't I click? There we go, and drive away. Am I going the right direction? I need to go away. Yep, perfect. Okay, we're just gonna swim on this way. I have a guardian. That didn't take long at all. Let me eat really quickly because I'm kind of low. And fun fact, when you're in the boat with the guardian, they can't shoot you. So he's just gonna be good for now. But yeah, I'm gonna head on back to the Horse Island. So I'll catch up with you guys when I get back there. Okay, we're coming up to Horse Island. I'm going to leave the guardian right here for a little bit. I actually need to name him now because if I go too far away from him, he'll despawn. He shouldn't despawn with me on this island because that's kind of close. But let me just kind of back up a little bit. I don't want him to take any damage. You have to be a little bit careful. Okay, let me get out of the boat and run before I get shot. Oh, I'm getting shot. Okay, let me go ahead and name him now because I know for a fact I'll forget. That actually happened with the very first one that I brought. I went too far away from it and I went back to the boat and it was gone. And I was like, oh yeah, I have to name it. So I always keep an anvil and name tags in my, I need to put more name tags in here, in my ender chest because for this like very reason, that way I don't have to be at home to do this. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just name him Ray because he's gonna function as the Ray. So we have Beamer and Ray, and then I'll have to come up with some other names for the other ones. Okay, let me just run down here really quick and name him Ray. Click. There we go. And that way he won't despawn. Let's come back up here. Let me grab my Silk Touch pickaxe. I don't really need it for the anvil, so let me just get the anvil normally. Put the anvil back in here. And now Silk Touch my... Oops, wrong button. Silk Touch my ender... Actually, no, I need that still. Put it back down. I need to get 4 leads because we have 4 horses here that we're going to bring back. There we go. Okay, so this is a Dark Bay horse. This is a Dark Bay... what is this called? Blaze... why can't I think of the name? Stockings and Blaze. There we go. We're gonna take him. We already have this horse. This is a regular bay horse. The paint. We have one and we named it Oakley. But yeah, I'm gonna take this guy. The other one should be somewhere near. They're down here. Okay. I need a Dark Bay paint. We're gonna need you. And this is a Dark Bay regular. There's a baby up here. I missed it. There's a baby that has the sooty pattern, which we definitely want because I don't have one of those. Where is it? It should have been next to here because it was a regular bay. Yeah, it was a regular bay city. Did it fall in here? No. I'm pretty sure. Oh, there it is. Oh gosh, how did you end up down here? Okay, well this is better because now it doesn't feel like I'm taking it away from its mom. Its mom left it. You were abandoned. I'm saving you. Okay, let me go back to the boat and get in. The Guardian's not going to attack the horses because, again, they only attack me, the player, and Squid. So they'll be safe. Let me just get on this lane so I can run around here quicker. And yeah, they're just going to trail behind us on the leads. So let me make sure I'm not breaking leads. Let me just get back in the water. That'll be the safest thing to do. And the Guardian is right over here. Let me jump in the boat before he can shoot me. There we go. Okay, and let me get away from the island. Let me just kind of do this, change my perspective so I can keep an eye on the horses. And we need to head back in this direction. And are we doing good? Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. Okay, so I'll catch up with you guys when I get back home. But yeah, this is just going to be a very long journey. Yes, the water connects all the way, but it still takes a while. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, it is now time to complete the build. I have the minecart system set up so we can get Ray into his position. I also went ahead and brought the horses to the horse stable, so we're going to name them in a little bit. I made the name tags in between the cut. But okay, here we go. I'm using regular rails, so this should work fine. I just need to make sure that I stay behind him so he can't go backwards, and we should be good to go. Oh, don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Let me just make sure that I don't fall off of this. I made this a little precarious, but I almost fell off. Okay, we're good, we're good. Let's just get him all the way to the end here. And let me just push him on over. And oh, I pushed too hard. Let's go back this way, this way. There we go. Okay, and now I just need to remove this. I'll remove the rest of this later. I'm just gonna kind of clean that up a little bit. Okay, let me replace my carpet here, a white carpet here. And in here, we're gonna put in some sea lanterns and red carpet. There we go. And now it's complete. Actually, I need to get the minecart. The minecart is still, he's still in it. Let me come over here and beat it. Oh, whoa, he can shoot me through it. I forgot about that. Let me do this quickly. There we go. Did I get them? Did it fall? Or is it in there? It's in there. Okay, whatever. We can spare a minecart. I don't feel like trying to get in there to get it. Okay, now let's head on to the horse stable and name our horses. I also rearranged the horses because I wanted to be able to easily keep track of which ones I need, so I put them in a different order. I also redesigned a couple of things here. I turned the skeleton horse cage, I raised the rib in the back 1 block because if you look at the skeleton horses, their ribs kind of angle up. So I thought it would be kind of cool to make it look like they're staying inside of a dead, large skeleton horse. I also turned the ground here to path blocks because initially I used a checker pattern with diorite and andesite, which I did like, but mobs kept spawning under here. Even though I placed these lanterns, they would still spawn down here because it was too dark. So if you don't know, mobs can't spawn on path blocks, so I transformed all of that to path block, so that way I don't have to worry about dealing with that. But yes, down here I'm keeping the horses in a different order. I'm starting to keep them in this order. So it's going to be plain, stockings and blaze, paint, snowflake Appaloosa, and what is this called? The city. So I'm going to keep them in that order. So I'm going to have the black horses here. This is where the buckskin horses are going to go. Back here is where I have the regular bay horses. And this is our bay horse that we just got this episode. This bay city horse is getting named Kit. Wow, I was actually on the name tag. I didn't know that. So there you go. Obviously he grew up during the travels, so he's no longer a little baby anymore. But Lucky will keep him company. So now we're gonna just come through here, and Lucky is a gray horse. He's just gonna fill in the odd missing one that's gonna be on this side, but over here, we're gonna have it all kind of set up together. So Drum, which is the exact same type of horse as Lucky, he's a dapple gray with the sooty pattern. I'm actually gonna take off this horse armor because he's gonna actually function as our sooty horse. So I'm gonna do the opposite order over here. Starting with my dapple gray, it'll be sooty, snowflake Appaloosa, paint, stockings and blaze, and plain. And then here is where I'm going to keep the dark bays. So I don't have the sooty and the snowflake Appaloosa, but I have the other 3. So the dark bay paint pattern horse is getting named Bud. By the way, these are all names that you guys left in the episode when I made these horse stables. So I still have a ton of names to choose from. So I don't think you guys need to leave any more unless you want to. You could if you wanted to, but I do have a lot of names to choose from. So thank you guys for that. Okay, this is the stockings and blaze dark bay. You are getting named Tidepool. I thought that was kind of cool because it's like he's wading through the high water. So yes, you will be Tidepool. And last but not least, the plain dark bay horse is getting named Coffee because he looks like a cup of coffee. So I thought that was kind of appropriate. I also went ahead and filled in the roof here because I left it hollow at first, but it made the build kind of look unfinished. So I went ahead and flattened that out, and I also added some lights in the tops of all of the stables just to make the build look a little bit more complete. Okay, so next up, I'm going to go ahead and do a lot of digging. I repaired all of my tools and armor before I started this episode, so my shovel is full durability. I am very curious to see how much damage it's about to take because I'm gonna like level off all of this land here. I'm gonna terraform it. It's not gonna be just a flat piece, but it's gonna be a lot lower than what it is right now. And then I'm also gonna build a few more UFOs. So I will get back to you guys when I get all of that done, and we will do the final reveal. So see you in quite a while, I guess. Okay, the build is complete. Well, for the most part, there are still a few things that I want to do in the future, which we'll go over in a little bit, but the sun is on its way down. I want to show you guys the build at night because I think that'll give us the best effect. Before we do that, let me show you what it looks like on the map. So here it is, da, 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 da. So I ended up only adding one more of these smaller guardian ships because I wanted them to all be at different heights. So I didn't want to build any more over the water because this one I built as high as it could go for the contraption to work. I built this one 1 block lower. If I go any lower than that, it's basically in the water or on the ground. So I didn't want to do that. So I said, okay, I'll build the other ones over land. And I started with this one, and there was a little hill here. So I was like, okay, I'll build one on top of the hill. When I finished it, they formed like a V shape, which is kind of like an attack formation, I guess. So I was like, you know what, that's actually kind of cool. Let me just build the mothership behind them, and it's like it's sending off its minions. So best coincidence ever. The Elder Guardian is the exact same color as all of the Inn blocks. So this is my version of an Inn ship basically. And this is how I'm incorporating the Inn biome into Jestycraft, well, my immediate like home area. Yeah, the way that I built the big one was exactly the same as the smaller ones, but for every half slab that I used on the small one, I used 4 full blocks. So that's how I got it to multiply in size. So I did that first, and then I went behind myself and added in or substituted in some half slabs and stairs here and there just to add some detail so it wasn't just solid blocks up there. You're gonna see that in a little bit when we're going to look, but now that it's officially night, let me put on some armor so we'll be protected. Also, I forgot to show you in the beginning of the episode my fountain. I added a fountain up here and I built it in the shape of a nether star because this is where I relocated my beacon to. Currently, I have 2 beacons. I've killed 2 withers in Jestycraft, and eventually when I get more beacons, I'm going to put them all in here, and then that way we can have a selection from all of the different types of enhancements that you get from the beacon. Okay, let's head on over to the build. So here we go. Oh, that skeleton was just coming to get me. Okay, it should be rendering in now. Here it is. Let me land right here. Hopefully there's nothing too close to bother me. Yeah, I think I'm good. So if you recall, oh, creeper, hi, I saw you. If you recall, the land was really high here. I terraformed all of this and I made a nice gradual slope, so now we can actually see the build. Let me get into this tree because otherwise I'm gonna get like blown up. Okay, we'll be safe right here. Here we go. Okay, so oh look, it's working, it's functioning properly. This is great. What was I gonna say? Yes, so where I built the mothership, initially there was a huge lava pool down here, and I thought that was a terrible idea to start building immediately above lava. So I turned all of the lava into obsidian and I removed it. And when I did that, when I finished building this ship, since it's so big, it cast a huge shadow and a crowd of mobs were constantly spawned down here. So I was like, okay, how can I put lighting down here and make it not too obvious? So of course, I made a crop circle. So let me just fly on up and show you what it looks like. So this is also the way that I incorporated the JestyRealm initials into the build. So as you can see, JR in the middle. You know what? If I land on the ship, that'll be better. So that way I won't be moving too fast. We can actually hit the lasers all the way from up here. Let me just kind of pillar on out. Let's go about maybe 4 blocks or so. And now we can, let's go one more over. There we go. So now you can see the whole thing. So basically what I did, I created a guardian shape. It's a circle with spikes. And I just extended some of the spikes into these weird angles and shapes to make it look like a crop circle. And also underneath all of the water blocks is glowstone. And that's what's providing us the lighting. And I put lily pads on top just so I can walk around down there and not have to worry about falling into all of the holes. So okay, let me come over here, remove this dirt. Oh, by the way, this is how much durability my shovel has lost since doing all the terraforming. So let's do that. I'll get that dirt later, or I'll just let it despawn. I don't know. But we can actually enter the guardianship. So let's go on in, and this is where I'm planning to planning to put an elder guardian in the future. I'm gonna wait until 1.16. I'm currently in 1.14. 1.15 is already out. I just haven't updated my world yet. I need to wait for an Optifine update. I don't know if it's out yet or not. I need to actually look into that. But I'll be in 1.15 soon. But 1.16 is the Nether update, and the only way you can get an Elder Guardian to wherever is by minecart, and all of the Elder Guardians that I know that are still in the world are very far away. They're literally like thousands of blocks away. So I don't want to build a rail that far. So if you use the Nether, you have a shorter distance to travel, but I want to wait until the Nether update because I don't want to load in any unnecessary chunks. You guys know that this is 100% survival, so I explore and load in chunks very strategically, I guess, because I want to always have unloaded chunks near my area, so that way when there are updates like the Nether update that's coming out, I can get the new blocks and new features and all that stuff as quickly as possible. So eventually we will have an Elder Guardian in here, but the other mob that I want to put in here is a Shulker. Imagine it. Let me just come down here. I think I should be safe in the crops because nothing can spawn here because of all the lights that I put. So let's just land right here. Did I break? Yep, I did. Okay, I'll fix that later. Imagine if I can get a Shulker fixed up here somehow in a way that it can't teleport away. That'll be the missile system or weapon system for this ship. And it'll just kind of follow you around. It doesn't get more alien than that. And then you get shot and like start floating up. Like, I'm so excited for that. But I have to kind of figure out how to make this like teleport proof, I guess, because otherwise it'll just kind of go away. I don't know. So yeah, those are things that I'm thinking about. Let me get back into the air so I'll be safe. Oh, one other thing. This is where I'm bringing all of the end related stuff. So I'll put my dragon egg in here. I'll put the dragon's heads in here. And yeah, I'll store all of the blocks and everything in here. And this bed, I guess, won't even work once I get an Elder Guardian because it's going to say monsters are nearby. Also with the Shulker being down there when I eventually get that to happen. So yeah, that's basically the build so far. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had way too much fun doing this. But don't forget to leave a comment below over which build you want me to start in next episode. So vote option 1 for the Llama Sanctuary, vote option 2 for the Mystery Building, or vote option 3 for the Ice Biome Transformation. So yeah, with that said, I guess that brings us to the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!